I didn't upload anything last week, but I'm here. I'm here in the flesh. Yeah. So I'm here talking and just ranting about the 4 high schools I went to. I went to 4 high schools in Jamaica. 2 6 form. So I went to Excelsior High, Merl, Marti, and then Ardenne High School. Different experiences. Different experiences, different environments, and I had to move like to each one, you know, because of some conditions and some stuff. But here I am. Yeah. 4 high schools in one body. So I'm gonna be comparing like probably the uniforms. That bird, I hope you guys aren't hearing that bird. That bird. Yeah. So I'm gonna be comparing like the uniforms, the cafeterias, whatever, the classrooms, whatever, just a whole rant video. Yeah. So let's get into it. But before that, just a reminder. I've seen like a majority of you guys who are watching my videos are not subscribed, so you can subscribe and hit that bell. Also, I have a Patreon and a Ko-Fi, so you guys can check that out. Early access and merch for the Patreon subscribers. So yeah, I did my hair again. Looking all nice. You know, a little bun. You know, I always have to put this at the front so I don't look bald. Girly girl. I don't normally have like a much like rant videos on my channel because I really have a boring kind of life. I don't really have like anything that exciting. Like, hey guys, I just got hit by a truck and I survived when the doctors told me I had 90% chance of dying. At least I went to 4 high schools, so there's that. Also a reminder. Yeah, a reminder, don't take this seriously. This is my experience. If your high school experience, which the specific high school that I'm about to mention was like way different compared to my experience, like, okay, pop off. Like, that was your experience. If I just generally gonna go on a rant about my bad experience at a high school, just get off. Like, I know there's some high school stands here, like some Jamaicans have like really like this stand culture with like certain high schools. Looking at some people, example, like even my dad is a huge Excelsior fan, and I'm gonna get into that later on. Please don't show me, please don't cancel me for something, please. Alright, so finally let's go on to the video. Let's get on with the video. Let's get on. First school I'm gonna be ranting about I went to is Excelsior High. The icky. Yeah. I went to Excelsior Primary before going to Excelsior High. So I had like a little feeling, the little vibes of the school already. If you know what I mean, and the community college, like all of them all together, like the pre-primary. Oh yes, I went to Excelsior pre-primary too. So like I'm just like Excelsior baby. I'm an Excelsior baby. My dad went to Excelsior, so he was so obsessed, and he just changed my results for GSAT. So I ended up going to Excelsior. I remember being very upset. For the persons who are outside of Jamaica, GSAT was like back then, and now it's called PEP. Like Pepsi. PEP. GSAT was just like math, English, literature, if I remember. So I don't remember. But like to figure out which high school based on your average you're supposed to go to. I got Excelsior, and I was not happy with that because as a little Excelsior primary, like all of our teachers kind of gave us a vibe like, I hope you don't pass for Excelsior High. Oh, I hope you pass for this school. Like, they made it like, if you pass for Excelsior, you're just like, oh, get away from me. It wasn't only me. Like, other persons were also crying in my class whenever when they passed for Excelsior. So yeah. So Excelsior Primary, I already got introduced to like the skirt vibes. The skirt vibes when I was in the upper part of Excelsior Primary. So I already knew how the uniform was gonna feel like. I remember very much the first day I went to Excelsior High. My dad decided to cheer me up by buying me a Subway sandwich. It was my first time at Subway, and I chose everything I liked. I was like, oh, I like this, I like that, and I put everything in the sandwich. And like the lady was like, are you sure you want that in the sandwich? And I'm like, yeah, look at me. It was like, otherwise, yeah, I turned out I vomit. Yeah, I vomit the sandwich later, and I just got traumatized by Subway. Otherwise, the uniform. The uniform is very comfortable, especially especially with this hot temperature Jamaica has. Like, that's why I think a lot of schools are not really considering like the temperature on this island. Excelsior's uniform for the girls. I'm just saying for the girls. So much girly. Okay, I can't say anything for you guys who have the cocky. I'm so sorry. Basically, 90% of the schools you guys gonna end up, you just wearing cocky. Like, I can't help you. I'm talking about the girly side, okay? All right. So, um, the tie, the design, it ain't. I would say out of like this, all of the schools that I have went to, Excelsior's uniform is very unique, and it also looks really good. It catches a waist during devotion as a joke, which was a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie. They're like, oh, Excelsior girls always gonna look so good when they come out of school because the belts be catching your waist, so we're gonna look like snatch. Yeah. So one thing I forgot about the uniforms. Because I was at Excelsior Primary, I'm used to the brown socks. Going along with like the theme of Excelsior, the green and the cream or the beige, I don't remember fully. But the white socks. Otherwise, on this perfection, like this really nice uniform. The white socks feels to me when I first got it, out of place. Brown socks fits the Excelsior High uniform more than white socks. I feel like the white is just like there. Like you have this kind of brown, I don't know what kind of some vibe, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That little nice vibe. Homie, you have to get me. You have to get me, please. So yeah, brown sock. I remember getting constant complaints from like teachers and just people who are past students of Excelsior High when you see a student just minding their own business in Opportunity Center or somewhere else. They're like, when they see your white socks, they're like, that's not lazy. Why is your socks like that? Why are them white? And we're in a dusty area. Like the school is mad dusty. The school is mad dusty. I can't stop people from stepping on my socks, especially when people are push me and shove me in the bus, forgetting the bus. Like, yeah, probably not the socks, probably the shoes. Even the shoes to be like the school shoes be brown. I feel like brown school shoes will. As for the ironing, now I run uniforms also on ironing. I did not like the pleated skirt part. Like, it took me a while to just finish ironing and then go to school. I'm just like, I always do the skirt last because it's just so time consuming. Where it's just like this pleat, and then you have to do this pleat, and you have to do the pleat perfectly. But yeah, I didn't really like that. I would say it's like the top. I would rank Excelsior's uniform the top compared to the rest of the high schools I have went. There's no bias or anything because my experience at Excelsior, otherwise in uniform, wasn't so great. But let's get into the next topic that I think Excelsior is the lowest at. The classrooms. The classrooms, I remember my friends and I would like often walk from PE or something, and we're just seeing our class from a distance. And we're like, you know, it kind of looked like so, and we're all laughing, but looking back, it really does. Like the classrooms, there's no creativity, there's no like comfortable vibes. It's just jail cells. Like it's just a box, and then there's just a gate. Box, gate. Yeah, gave like not really such a good feeling compared to the rest of the high schools I've went to. Yeah. Thing I'm gonna mention about the school, the cafeteria. It was a mother's canteen. It's not like a personal school canteen. Mother's was okay. The burgers were pretty good. Sometimes the food was wrong. The food were was wrong. The food wrong sometimes. The cooked food wasn't really that great, but of course it's mothers, so you know I'm gonna jump their patties. I full house patty where it's at, but they did not have full house patty in a school cafeteria for mothers. So yeah, only their burgers just did it for me. Everything else was just okay. The education, in terms of like the motivation to get you to learn and stuff, it was okay. It was like 50-50. It wasn't the greatest in terms of like the creative aspect, and a lot of the teachers were scared. Like I will look back and compare to the other high schools I've went to, like the teachers were generally scared of a lot of the students in Excelsior High. They would often just walk out, or they just like flinch or something. Like I guess I don't know, they look like they're just generally scared of the students. Uniform, I rank 8 out of 10. I rank 8 out of 10. For the classrooms, I would rank 3 out of 10. The education, 4 out of 10. Cafeteria, canteen, the food, 5. It's not like it's not really that severe. 5 out of 10. Going to Merl and all girls school was just such a shocker. I remember it was moving specifically because a lot of severe things happened at Excelsior towards me. Within there was bullying.
Stop bullying!
It was really bad. Don't want to get into that, but yeah, I was very demotivated to come to school. Yeah, I was not in the best space, and also my grades weren't great, and also I moved, so it really didn't make sense going to Excelsior like all the time. I guess, you know, I remember being so shocked there was a school there, because to me, when I was younger, I said that looks like a cable and wireless building. I did not realize it was a high school. I didn't know Merl existed till my mom suggested that's one of the schools I just applied for and go to. Either that or Queens, but I just ended up at Merl. Better auditorium. I really should be mentioning this when it comes to schools, when it comes to auditorium and devotion. Excelsior's devotion. Are you standing up for hours in this really cramped up small auditorium? I hated it. I remember sometimes I genuinely memorized, so I just got so annoyed that I would purposely come late to avoid devotion. Or I don't know. Sometimes I felt like I was gonna faint, especially when I'm on the time of the month, rather. I mean, still up for devotion. So Merl allowed you to sit down. The bare minimum, and I'm very excited. The auditorium was like, it was way bigger. Probably that's why they cut hockey tournaments and stuff there. I was getting used to this all-girl setting, like just only girls and not seeing like any guys or anything like that. When I was at Excelsior, I had mostly male friends because I would talk to most of them about like anime, some cartoons. Like I had a few female friends, but in my group there was really much difference in terms of that because there were girls who were very much into that as me. But a lot of them were into yaoi boys love. A lot of them. There's also like some stigma against like all girls schools where they're like, oh, don't go to the bathroom by yourself. They will do something to you or this. None of that shit happened. Probably just my experience, but I'm gonna be so real. Like, 2 girls confessed to me, right? And they were very respectful about it. And also, like, I think when I went to Merl, right? I'm gonna have a huge confession here, guys. I was severely homophobic. I was severely homophobic. I went to Merl and seeing the experience of how like some girls have to severely hide their homosexuality from like everyone, because once you're caught, I'm hearing that they're going to be sent to some camp. They would often cry when they're caught or when they trusted a friend, like yeah, I am gay, but you know, I told you as my friend, and then the friend outs them, and then you know, that whole experience at Merl made me realize, oh shit, they're human beings too. Like, I was like, right, probably I should not actually be against them like this and keep on saying burn them, fire out. You know, I think it changed my perspective on things at school. Like you will notice after a while that like each school changed my perspective on certain stuff. But Merl changed my perspective on homosexuality and just like different kind of like topics in terms of regards, like even being more open towards like my female peers about certain stuff and all that. Also, Merl, big up to you. You guys were the ones who introduced me to K-pop. I didn't know it was K-pop. I thought it was anime for some reason, like anime openings or whatever. Look at me, you know? And then you guys are like, oh, do you know BTS? You guys are like, do you know BTS? It started from there. The uniform. I think it's unfair to make Excelsior's rating go lower because of the ironing, because the uniform is cute. I rated it 8 out of 10 earlier because the socks, I guess, but I don't want it to be lower because the pleating, like it was hard to iron and all that. But for Merl, no. Merl uniform is very simple. It's not crazy. It's really not crazy. It's just a tunic and a white shirt with a little tie, and the tie is the same color. Like that's a lower school, by the way. It's the same color as the tunic. My suggestion, like if you're a prefect, you have this yellow striped tie, like with the dark blue. I think that fits the upper part, and I think the plain dark blue tie fits the lower school. I don't know. I just think that having the tie as the same color as the tunic, why is it there? Why is it there? The pockets are nice, very convenient. The pockets are very convenient. So probably I'll put a higher rating because the pockets ain't okay. I could put my stuff in and I just walk around my class and just comfort them. Socks fit. I think the socks and the shoes really look really nicely too. It's just the length. That's one thing I have to get into. That is one thing I have to get into. The length. It doesn't make sense. I kept on tripping, and it's a thick material, so I'm gonna get severely hot in class. Like, why are you making the tunic that long? In terms of ironing, very simple, just the classrooms, a huge somehow step up from Excelsior, even though it's not as like the greatest type of classroom you ever seen. A bit more cooler, probably because they had a lot more like those whole bricks with the breeze coming in. Excelsior, some classrooms Excelsior had that, but not as much as Merl. It's more comfortable compared to Excelsior's classrooms. Oh, my bun. The cafeteria now. Let me get you guys into Merl's cafeteria system. Merl had three cafeterias. So there was one that sells like just the basic patties and the stuff and all that stuff. The next one sells cooked food alone. And the next one is like for sixth formers or like upper school sometimes, depending on how they feel. Yeah, I think it worked. It could serve a larger amount of students more. All had one lunchtime. We all had one lunchtime. Yeah, just one. I think Excelsior had different lunchtimes for grades, but I remember Merl having just one lunchtime. But it worked. And their path program, I have to get into the path program. Their path program was actually pretty good compared to Excelsior. Excelsior, you had to go in this really long line to get served like this cooked food, and it just took so long. But Merl, you could collect 3 tickets each worth that's not middle finger. Each worth $300. You could buy anything with it, and you could add on money on it too. You could add money onto the ticket, so you could get, probably a cooked lunch and some more stuff. But my go-to was cheese patty and a pizza slice. You guys should try it. It's really good. The cooked food wasn't really that great. I've heard it was worse before I came, that it was in the gleaner. I heard it was really bad, that students complained. Regarding the education environment, no, it was very motivating compared to Excelsior. Motivate, showing speakers, getting you to figure out yourself, all that type of stuff. Teachers who were more engaging, like more like helping you figure out yourself, even like the art room and everything. That was the art room itself also was more, it was like a drastic step up compared to Excelsior's went back in my day, so rate 6 out of 10 for the cafeteria, 8 out of 10 for the classroom, 7 or 6 out of 10. Yeah. For the education, I would say like 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. I would say 9 out of 10. Merl, and it's a thing. A lot of Merl girls are really entrepreneurs, but they step up and have like they have themselves figured out. A good amount of them, they have themselves figured out, or they have something special going on, like a nice talent that they're showcasing and all that. I like that about Merl. The gems. That's all you guys have to you. The gems. I graduated from graduated. That's what you Americans say. Graduated from Merl, and I did not want to go to sixth form. I really did not. I wanted to just step foot into like university immediately. I didn't really see the need to. But then my mom was like, "No, I've been meaning a sixth form picnic." I realized it's like a show-off thing. Is it like a show-off thing? Like, I don't know. But because I did not apply to any sixth form or anything, there was only one sixth form that was still accepting students for some reason. It was Cousin Marti, and he was all the way in St. Catherine, and I traveled so far. So they kept on coming late. My phone ran out of space. I need to go on to clear up everything. Yeah, Cousin Marti was the only school that was left that was still like accepting students, and I got in, and that's where I met my current boyfriend, Dale. But I met him before that. I actually met him at an animation class, but he doesn't remember. But he was a little emo that day. Hustle Marti was an okay experience. I absolutely loved the library. The library was like a really nice feeling. And also, that school brought me out because we started school class and I never feel away. Probably it's just a sixth form experience, but like, I never skull it because I just want to hang out with friends. I generally skull it because I was doing IAs. I'm genuinely. Because my teacher was on my back when some of my students exposed me for sculling. And then she saw my IA, which is like a assignment for CAPE, my huge assignment, and then she was like, yeah, I got a distinction. I just wanted more time to do my assignments and stuff, and also I played Smash Bros. Flash. But I did my schoolwork. The uniform. The sixth form uniform, it's very plain. It's not anything so whoa. It's just a nurse kind of looking uniform, and the regular uniform look like really long. Like the regular, like the lower school Jose Martin uniform, that should be a crime. The colors, they look light blue, like with the dark blue, like. Speaking on sixth form uniform, it was okay. It wasn't really that. It wasn't like anything crazy. The classrooms, they're okay. Like you are about to come in, but you were sixth form, so sixth form classrooms were different. And listen here, Jose Martin, you go in regular. There's just a bunch of regular classrooms that every other grade goes to once it's empty. There were not really any special classrooms with AC and all that stuff. So yeah, regarding education, I would say it's pretty good actually. It's pretty good. They do motivate the students from what I've seen. This is what I'm seeing. Okay, like in terms of motivation and just like helping students to figure out themselves and all that. So I will rate the uniforms 5 out of 10. It's just okay. It's not crazy. Probably even a 4. I'm gonna be real, probably a 4. I think I'm being too nice. 3. The classrooms, 5 out of 10. Cafeteria! Cafeteria! Tasties! They have tasties! And the sandwiches, 8. The cooked food, not so much. Of course, the party's 8. It's tasties! We'll be saying it's not fair to rate because it was tasties or mothers took over compared to like an independent. But look here, Merl got a higher rating. And it was independent. So I don't know what you're saying, brother. I would rate their cafeteria 7 out of 10. Education, another 7. I would say 7 out of 10. Yeah. They honestly 8 because from what I've experienced, the teachers break down the stuff pretty easy compared to the other schools I've went to. They get straight to the point. You know what I mean? Like the other schools, they're like, oh, it motivates you to do extra classes, do this. But Jose is like, we're getting straight to the point. Ardenne was an okay school. I think probably because I overhyped it when I was in primary school, thinking it was gonna be like the greatest experience I'm gonna encounter kind of vibe. The sixth form uniform was okay. I liked the tie. I know some of my friends get trauma from the tie, but I have the tie still up on my dresser. Like, it's a pretty good looking tie. So I would say the uniform, I would give it a 7 out of 10. It really wasn't that bad, and it looked really nice. Not compared to Excelsior though. So should I really put Excelsior at 9? It's a little too close to the 8. Probably a 6. No, but you know what? I put Excelsior higher. I put 9 out of 10, and I put Ardenne a 7 out of 10. All right. For the classrooms, they were okay. Merl classrooms are like way better in that aspect. There were some hazards, I would say, like the fans and some stuff. It's also had it too, but like they would fix it after a while after noticing. But Ardenne had like some hazards going on, and you're just like, you know. So I'd probably put them at a 4 out of 10 for the classrooms. The food at Ardenne is the worst. I would rank Ardenne the lowest out of all of the 4 high schools, because like you're gonna say, oh, it's an independent. Merl was independent too. I got sick multiple times. Okay, I got sick. One time it was really my fault because I wanted to try something new and I saw they had spaghetti and meatballs and I tried that and I could not come to school the next day. Not doing that again. Ran out of things way easier compared to the others I went to. Like they just ran out of things way faster and just like the food was just not it. So I would say 3 out of 10, probably even 2, even 1. I don't really like their cafeteria. For the education, the environment and the motivation and all that. For Ardenne, that wasn't really there. That wasn't really there compared to the schools, other schools. And I saw students more engaging, like to go to extra classes, all the stuff, like, you know, to be the best. You gotta be the very best. That's okay, but compared to other schools, they more got straight to the point. They were actually like teaching, if you know what I mean. And I felt there were more motivational like moments and just like spoke kind of thing. Like it's just Ardenne surprisingly did not really have that much. Probably because the students already came in with like really good academics and grades, and then they're just not really thinking to like apply that. Education 4 out of 10. We are finally at the end of the video. So that was just my comparison. I experienced different environments for Ardenne. No offense, there were like a little like discrimination going on. Like I said, like for Merl, I've learned that, you know, the whole topic of homosexuality and how different people are treated and all that. But for Ardenne, I realized they were like I think it was like more severe because there were more students of like different races that attended the school, and you just see the severe discrimination. Yeah, honey. But I'm gonna end the video here. Let's see if you guys would want me to rant about more stuff, I guess, or any special experiences, but I don't necessarily forgot when I asked for some like suggestions for this video. Some persons recommended me talking about the fights. I don't really want to talk about the fights because it's a big negative and all that, but the school I would say that had the most like the really intense fights, Merl. Like I think it's because there's always a fight over man for some reason, and it's in the most brutal way. Girl smash another girl head with metal chair and all that stuff. Like I would say Excelsior had more frequent fights, but it wasn't like as cinematic, if you know what I mean. Like Merl didn't have much, but they were really brutal and like just so. You know, you have to be like staring at it like, why? Because you see them, spot them with your man in halfway tree. But yeah. Alright, so we reached the end of the video. But yeah, I want to see you guys another day. See you next time, another video. And bye!